way, make sure that you're subscribed to our YouTube.
Tag too.
Yeah, do that. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, Talks with Tony and Tina. Make sure you're liking our Facebook page, Talks with Tony and Tina. Make sure you're telling your mama, your daddy, your baby mama, your baby sister, your auntie, girlfriend, little cookie around the way about our channel and about our show, and tell her to subscribe as well and him to subscribe as well.
Okay, so.
All right, are we ready?
If we ain't ready, we're going to be ready.
Mm-hmm. We stay ready.
Okay, so our first question of the night.
And I'm drinking water today, y'all.
A miracle.
That's just because I'm drinking.
That's that miracle springboard.
That's just because I'm drinking later, though.
Okay, so our first question of the night is, do you celebrate Valentine's Day? Why or why not? And do you know the history behind Valentine's Day?
As in the Valentine's Day Massacre, or what they taught us?
Yeah, when you were period.
We were taught that it was the day of love and Cupid did whatever with the arrow and all that shit, but it was really a massacre by a man with the last name of Valentine. I can't think of his first name.
Valentine?
Is it? Is he?
Vincent something or another.
Yeah, it might have been. I thought it was William. But yeah, it was basically a massacre, and we're celebrating love on the Day of Blood. Do I celebrate Valentine's Day? I'm a person that has always been, okay, this is crazy. I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, but bitch, if I don't know where you at on Valentine's Day, it's a problem. You better be in my eyesight, in my presence, on the phone with me, something.
Sue said, hold on. Tariasa said she's at Union Oyster Bar.
Hey, Chaz.
She's watching from Union Oyster Bar.
All right, tell the bartender to subscribe, girl.
Sue said, hey, ladies.
Hey, Susan.
I want to give a special shout out to Candace Nashay.
Okay.
Candace Nashay is one of our new, she's been lurking and she's been watching us, but she's been kind of afraid to engage. You know,
Candace.
She don't want us to like get sassy with her, and I understand.
Girl, we're going to get sassy.
No, we're not.
Get sassy back. It's like,
we're gonna welcome you. Thanks for tuning in.
We always welcome.
And yeah. Okay, Katrina Belton. Hey, Katrina. Washington Hospital Center, honey.
One sec, Candace. That's the best part about our show. We love a difference of opinion. We you know, we all grown out here. We know listen, we ain't gotta agree, just we gotta be respectful. So girl, just put it in the comments, girl. We love that.
Okay, Fat Nat Turner.
Hey, Fat Nat.
We can tell by the name he's a rebel. He said you're right. The Day of Devil and Bloods.
It is.
Smoke said no, I don't celebrate it because I'm single. Oh, Smoke.
We got the bitches that was with, trying to holler at you in the comments. You single?
We gotta get Smoke an old lady.
Absolutely. Smoke, do you want to be on our dating show?
Thank you, Candace. Candace said we both look cute. Hey, ladies.
Thank you. I made these for us. It was not the vision that we had.
It was.
But we were pressed for time because I had 4 clients in 4 days.
These is Stevie Wonder version of our vision.
Yeah.
Like Stevie
really
Wonder
is.
Made these. Tempia is in here. Tempia said, hey, ladies. What I missed? Tempia, we just got on here, so you didn't miss anything.
You want to reread the question?
Sue said, oh, you drinking water tone?
Yeah, I have a party later on tonight that I'm going to drink at, so yeah,
okay.
I didn't want to overdo it.
So, the first question of the night was, do you celebrate Valentine's Day? And if so, why or why not? And do you know the meaning behind Valentine's Day? We got people in the comments already saying no, they don't celebrate Valentine's Day because they're single. Someone said there was blood and massacre, and that's where it came from. So they definitely not celebrating.
It did.
Celebrating. And Tone was just telling us why how she feels about Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I was just saying that we don't necessarily have to do anything to get presents and all. Valentine's Day for me, I feel like is a day for sex and laying up. It ain't really. I've never understood the people that go and buy $3,000 and $4,000 presents on a fake holiday. But you know, like people really go all. I've never been that tight.
Katrina said this is her first time tuning in.
Hello,
love you
welcome,
guys.
Katrina.
And Tempia said Tempia is married and she's been married for a long time, and she said they've celebrated Valentine's for the last 32 years.
All right,
that's amazing, Tempia.
Okay, so
she said nothing. She said nothing extravagant, just a little dinner and gifts. That's amazing.
I like that.
Matthew said yes, that's right. Lots of sex.
That's all you need is sex and laying up. That's all you need.
I mean, I feel like people do that every day. You know what I'm saying?
No, they don't.
Sex and laying up?
No. You know how many people that only have sex like once a month? Or you know how many people have sex they can't wait for their anniversary so they can get a little whatever they trying to get?
I couldn't live.
I couldn't either.
Sue said...
Do you celebrate
Valentine's? I mean, of course, you know, I was married, so it kind of comes with the territory of it.
Which I don't ever remember you. Did you?
Yeah.
Y'all did shit?
Yeah. I mean, you know, Dana's was like that type of traditional
And very
person.
traditional.
I'm very non-traditional in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and then plus, when you have kids, your kids get you stuff and, you know, all of that kind of thing. And the father gets the kid the gift for you. You know how all of that stuff goes.
So, in the grand scheme of things, you don't really care about Valentine's Day?
No, not at all.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
And I never liked my gifts.
And let me... Teena!
Oh, well.
Let me ask you this, and the people out in the comments that say they don't celebrate. Now, if y'all don't celebrate, do you gotta know where your man at on that day? Do you gotta know where your woman at on that day? Y'all don't celebrate, but do y'all gotta know where they at?
I feel like it's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people say like, oh, if I don't know your whereabouts on the 14th, there's a problem. Mm-hmm. But if your man been effing all around from January 1st to February 13th, I feel like what's the difference if he fucks someone on February 14th? That's just
how would you know? If your man right now, right? You talked to him earlier today. Mm-hmm. Y'all was on the phone canoodling for like 3-4 hours.
We was canoodling in person.
Okay, y'all was canoodling in person. Mm-hmm. Then at about 6 o'clock, you where you at?
No, I have to work. So the last thing I'm worrying about is if a man's out effing somebody. You know, I'm gonna be.
It might not be effing somebody, but you ain't gonna be curious like, why the fuck I ain't heard from him? I'm used to hearing from him after 6, and today I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always that type anyway. If I'm on a pattern with you anyway, I already feel a way when the pattern is broken, regardless if it's Valentine's Day. Okay. So of course I'm going to. You know, feel away, but not because it's February the 14th. Mm-hmm. I act the same 24/7, 365. So if we are used to patterns, then of course, if the pattern is thrown off, yes, I'm going to question it, or the wheels will start turning and I'll start feeling away. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to question it just because it's February 14th. If you did it on the 3rd, if I ain't hear from you after 6 on the 13th, it probably wouldn't even cross my mind. But on the 14th, yes, bitch, I'm looking for you.
Okay, Sue said we didn't give her a shout out. Bill's
hey,
here.
I said, hey, Sue.
Bill said he don't give a hoot about Valentine's Day. Jennifer is in here.
Hey, Jen.
Triessa said my Valentine's will include fuzzy cuffs, a leash, and a motherfucking rose.
Period.
Triessa, hold up.
Wait,
I'm trying to get a visual of that.
Yeah, me too.
Fuzzy cuffs, so you behind here. Here.
Or here. Or here.
Or here. Okay.
That bitch might be here.
Fuzzy cuffs.
Uh-huh.
A leash. So so you on your knees, but I can't end in the rose.
Okay.
But you open it's a lot. That is a lot, Chaz.
The leashes was throwing me off.
Send us a little snippet.
Do a TikTok.
Send us a little snippet of that so we could get a bit. You know, I can't get that.
Because the leash is throwing me off. I understand the cuffs and the motherfucking rose, but the leash, that's a 2-party game.
Okay, Tahir said she does not celebrate Valentine's Day, but when her daughter was little, she did participate for her. It was so cute. Yeah, I'm so glad that part of my life is over. Getting the list, you know, you get the list of the kids, so you got to go out and get them something. They got
the little candy grams at school.
Yeah, they got 5 and 6 year olds named Patricia and Geraldine and Gertrude. I don't want to get them a Valentine. They don't need no Valentine. They need a Geritol and shit like that. Yeah. But hey, if Debbie brung home a list, and back when Sue was little, you know, you had to do that.
Ernestine was on there.
You gave little Ernie a gift. You gave her a gift. And also, like, you know, it made kids happy. Then your kid would come home with like all the little ones they got and all of that.
That was kind of depressing for some of the people at school. It was depressing for me though, because my boyfriend wasn't in high school, and when they used to pass out those little candy grams and shit, I didn't get one because my boyfriend didn't go to high school there. They should stop that in schools. That's
I don't think
low self-esteem.
I don't think they should.
Them bitches care about low self-esteem for everything else. Well, I did get a couple for a crush or two.
If your boyfriend don't go to school, that's not them people business.
Yeah.
Okay, Bill said, did you say you want to do it for your daughter, Bill?
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I did love this though.
Oh, his daughter gets everything for Valentine's Day.
Every year when I was growing up, my father has girls. So every year growing up, he took us out to dinner. He bought us roses. We got dressed up fancy every Valentine's Day, and we went to a fancy restaurant every year. And I love that.
Don Tree said we look good. Tone made our shirts. Tone boyfriend was 60. Then it said that's why you ain't getting no Valentine grand in high school.
No, because he
couldn't get up into school.
He probably was locked up or something.
Sahira said pencils, cards, treats, plus her little gifts from me were super cute back then. I made homemade sweets so fun.
No, they probably was sugar free. Get the fuck out of here.
Dennis said fake holiday.
We knew you was gonna say that.
Lauren has entered. Lauren said, "Hey y'all.
Hey Lauren.
I'm gonna move down to a couple of questions that have a definition to them.
Okay.
So I can get.
We were supposed to do the time of this week.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get to that or whatever.
We gotta get to that.
Okay. Infatuation, lust, and love. Those are all three different feelings and three different emotions. Can you get those mixed up? If you feel like you can, explain. And if you need me to give you the definition of those,
some people might not know.
Infatuation is something that's really intense and it's kind of over really quick.
Short-lived.
You know what I'm saying? That is the definition of infatuation. Lust is a strong sexual type of feeling or chemistry. That's lust. And then love is more like a kinship. It encompasses a lot of things. It gives you like personal ties, attraction. It's based on time. Yes, it's based on sexual desire as well as other things. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah, love is love. You could be in love with somebody that you never had sex with because it's just an admiration.
But you just said love is encompassed in that.
What?
Sex is encompassed.
Lust.
Oh, lust.
Lust.
Oh, I thought
lust,
you said love.
Lust is. Love is a strong affection.
Yeah.
A strong affection. If you still get butterflies and all of that, that's kind of like love. So, do you think that all of those can get mixed up?
I think they all get mixed up every single day. I think somebody, especially for if like smoke.
So here is showing off saying it's definitely a fake holiday. she celebrates holidays when she wants to.
Girl, I think more times than not, lust and infatuation gets misconstrued with
very
love.
much so. Very much so.
I think 80-90% of the time. You don't know how many times you went on one perfect date and I'm in love. I mean, he do everything, even to the point where you start again not noticing the red flags because you're in love now. You know what I'm saying? So that gets misconstrued a lot and all the time.
Tia White is in here.
Hey Tia.
Tia said off topic, but where y'all get them shirts from?
I made them last night. Oh, excuse me, this morning, 9:30 this morning, girl.
Tone just sold some of it right here.
I did.
Just now.
On top of my suitcase with my foot propped up. Y'all want to know about it.
Yes.
But they got done. But yeah, do you feel the same? Do you feel that most people get it? You said they do.
Of course, because there's like neurotransmitters in your brain, and there's something called dopamine that will have you thinking that you're in love with somebody, but it's actually just lust or infatuation, and that's why most real relationships, like don't last long. You stay with the person after a while, but the fireworks, if you will, that part of it, the honeymoon phase. That comes from lust and infatuation, in my opinion. That's
characterized as lust or infatuation, the honeymoon period. Because the honeymoon period could last a while. You just said you still in your honeymoon period.
I am.
Right.
But
so would you still consider that to be lust or infatuation?
No, because I feel like there was a connection that was made that had nothing to do with
lust or infatuation.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Infatuation, I feel like it's not really. I feel like infatuation is more when you get to the crazy motherfuckers. When you get to the stalkers and the whatever, they get infatuated quickly. But I feel like lust makes a lot of people feel like they're in love, but not infatuation doesn't really get into that. Like, that's a really strong word. You know what I'm saying? To be infatuated with somebody.
Okay, I've had people infatuated with me.
Have you ever been infatuated with somebody? Well, yeah, of course. I think every woman has. But I have never been with somebody else.
But I feel like infatuation can also be a crush. You never acted out on it, but you have a strong crush.
Yeah, I can see that. So, yeah. So what y'all think? Do people get it fucked up? Is it more you thinking that you're in love, but you're not? You just in lust with this man or this woman?
Katrina said when we're younger, she thinks that all of those play a big part in our lives, and we confuse them a lot. We get them mixed up a lot the younger you are. You know what I'm saying? I still feel a lot of these old women be out here not knowing the difference too.
I think, that's because a lot of it gets mixed in with desperation. So you try to make it be.
Now you talking to that.
You try to make it be.
Where's Sharia tonight? That gave me a Sharia.
Okay.
Now you talking.
But you want to believe you in love with this person, so you trying to make yourself be. I feel like that's more desperation than lust or infatuation.
Okay, so Tempia said crush. Yes, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Bill said I don't get mixed up if you let a person know what's up off the break. Like people say I'm in love with you. People say I'm lusting over you. You can see a person for the first time and feel like all three. That's true, Bill, but
very true.
I feel like women and men are different, as you know. So you could tell this woman that all day long, like, look, I don't like you like that. I only wanted to be this, that, and the third. But yet you're doing other things that make her think otherwise. You laying up with her, you cuddling with her, you spooning, you massaging her. You doing everything that's going to give her a certain euphoria. So in her mind, she thinking, I don't care what your mouth said, your actions saying otherwise. So y'all men really got to be careful with that. And y'all men really got to watch that. Because like you said, when women are desperate, they kind of like get their wires crossed.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
But I kind of feel like that's not, well, that is on the man. That's on anybody. That's not on just the man. That's on anybody who wants to slow something down and y'all are still doing the same behavior that you were doing to speed it up. Or like you said, if y'all laying up every day, y'all hanging, when you want to go on a date, this the bitch you call. You can't do that in one sentence and then the next sentence saying, you know we just friends, right? No, that's not how that works. If you are in a relationship with somebody and you think you are and they're not feeling the same way, that I think the responsible party who don't feel that way need to be the one to ease up, back up, yada, yada, yada.
But I feel like, you know, that's easier said than done because you like it to a degree yourself. You just don't want to put that title on that label. Mm-hmm. So you're playing games with people. And
you think that's playing games?
That is playing games. You have to be strong enough as a man, adult man or woman, because there's a lot of men that be overly
crying in the car.
Yeah, so you have to be adult enough to walk away. And I'm not going to really touch on the topic.
But why do we got to walk away?
Because
if I really like you and then you're in love with me, I don't feel like that's a walk away situation.
But if you're adamant about, okay, I like you, but look, we're not whatever, I'm going to start feeling some kind of way eventually. And
as the person that say I don't feel that way?
The person that's wanted.
Okay.
So if y'all know, like this past week, 2 different incidents happened where 2 guys were killed. They were shot by women in their homes in DC. One was in Southeast, one was in Northeast. We also posted where the lady went to the restaurant. She had an air tag on her boyfriend's car and went to a restaurant. And he was at a restaurant with another girl.
Right.
She subsequently ran him over and killed him.
Yep.
They said they begged her not to back over his head. She kindly backed up. They heard all the bones crack, and he died because. If you don't want to wholeheartedly be with somebody and they want to wholeheartedly be with you, I think it's up to you to walk away.
Well, in that situation, she was crazy because when he first
Bill, this is the first time Bill ever made sense in his whole 50 plus years.
What Bill said?
Bill said it takes 2 strong people to accept friendship with
benefits.
Yeah. So that's the key to it right there. And sometimes people will say they can handle it just because they don't want to let go. They like, yeah, it's cool, I can handle it. Do you?
And they'll take whatever they can get from you because they feel like they love you. So in any type of act right is going to be accepted. Mm-hmm. If you call her at 3:00 in the morning every Wednesday, that bitch gonna look forward to that, and she gonna think y'all go together just from that. So, but that's what I'm saying. It's not really on the person. If I'm saying this to you and I'm acting that way and you still taking it like we go together, bitch, that's on you. Like, what else can I do?
That's true to a degree, but definitely be prepared for what goes along with that in the long run.
Yeah, that's true. Do y'all believe in love at first sight?
That's one of the questions, please.
Oh, okay. I thought that was on my bad. I thought that was with that.
Okay, so the next question is non-sexual emotional intimacy. Mm-hmm. Do you know what that is, and what are some things that can help foster that?
Non-sexual emotional intimacy, I would characterize as just, being in each other's presence, being in each other's company, hugging, kissing, not anything non-sexual, holding hands, conversations, in-depth conversations. I feel like all of that is non-sexual emotional intimacy.
That is a great definition off the top of your head. Mm-hmm. Non-sexual emotional intimacy is expressing things deeper parts of yourselves that are not related to your sexual expression. Mm-hmm. It involves mutual sharing of deepest selves with those we trust and feeling seen, heard, and understood. You know, like you said, not sex. Things that can foster this type of relationship is sharing deep thoughts, feelings, dreams, hopes, fears, and disappointments. I feel like being very transparent in a way will foster that. Expressing your needs and wants, sharing your past and current positive and negative experiences, expressing genuine encouragement, reassurance, and compassion.
Who's that write paragraphs?
Hold up. They said somebody done wrote a thesis.
in a row.
Oh, Tia and Lauren. Okay, Tia said walking away isn't easy, but at some point you have to put your big girl panties on and move. That's very true, Tia. Lauren said, non-sexual, my husband rubbing my stomach and hand when I have infusion therapy. Okay, that's very sweet.
Yeah.
Diane is in here, and Diane, Aunt Niecy's sister.
Oh, hey,
Diane said it's a close emotional relationship. It's just as important as a full relationship.
Agreed.
I totally agree. Helena has made it in.
Hey, Helena.
Tempia said, which should be thought out before intimacy. Tayeza said, stimulating the mind without physical touch. That's it right there, Chaz.
Do you know how many people don't get that?
What, non-sexual?
No, stimulating the mind. Just stimulating the mind.
Yeah, period. Because a lot of people, the whole basis and crux of their relationship is based on sex.
Yep.
And when that happens, we see, you know, how that ends up. That creates toxicity. But anyway.
I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Having a purely sexual relationship, is nothing wrong with that. As long as, like Bill said, as long as we both on the same page. The problem is, you both ain't on the same page when you be doing this shit.
Yes. Okay. So that is good. And do you practice that, or have you practiced that, or have you made an attempt to, like, every time you are around someone, it's not just about sex?
I don't make any attempts. I let anything happens that happens, but I do that more times than not.
I feel like some things we should make attempts, because sometimes we have done things that, you know, what we think we know, or, you know, just going off of what we were taught, or just how we feel. And I feel like with love languages and with so much that we know now, there are things that you should incorporate into your relationship that we generally didn't do at first. And that, you know,
I don't agree. I feel like the stuff that, first of all, love ain't new. It's not emotions, loves, relationships. None of this shit is new. It's been going on since the beginning of time. I feel like now people focus on it more because there's a label to it now, and it's discussed now. But we're wired to form relationships with people. We're wired to be sexual. We're wired to be emotional.
Very much so.
Yeah, we're wired for that. So now that you put a label on it, you have to make a conscious effort now to do X, Y, and Z in a relationship, or to make sure this person's included, or to, you know, it's not necessary. You did it. Your mama did it. Your daddy did it. And they ain't need no label.
That's true. But as we know, things that we knew back then and what we know now,
it's totally different.
It's totally different. And yeah, they did it, but they didn't know what, you know what I'm saying? There was no, like, psychology behind things. You didn't know why people did certain things. You did what you were told or what you saw, and that was the end of it.
You don't need the psychology. I think that's the problem with today. Everything got to be overly explained. Everything got to be how you feel.
I believe that to a degree, but on certain things, I believe, you know, I have a degree in psychology, and I believe that it is very important because how the mind works tells a lot about how you act and how things happen. So
I do agree with that, but I just feel like things don't need to be overanalyzed, especially when you come to love, emotionals, feelings, shit like that. It don't need to be overanalyzed.
Okay, Lamont said like Puffy, all dancing up in the videos. I don't know what that means. Helena said, y'all look cute tonight. Happy Valentine's Day, ladies.
Thanks,
Cynthia said period. Tahir said yes. Akila said, I'm too old for friends with benefits.
Akila, welcome.
She don't like that. Akila eased their way in here.
Like shit.
She was hella late. You were hella late, but I saw when you crept in here, but I was reading. Okay, Lauren said, I need mind stimulation because the biggest orgasm you can have is in the mind.
Absolutely.
Jamal said, what love got to do with it? Chayeza said, sapiosexuals require mind stimulation. Fuck my mind and I'll give you my body freely.
Mind, first of all, you can't have anything with me without mind stimulation. Like I think that goes first with everybody, isn't it? Unless you see somebody, now for the exception of, well, if you see somebody that you just lusting over and every time
you see somebody like that, soon as they open their mouth, like Chayeza said, like they don't have you can't even continue because they so.
But sometimes if you just keep your mouth closed, you could get some ass.
Okay, Tempia said overall. Oh, Tempe said, overall, with relationships, we have to keep our standards high. Helena said, stimulate the mind and the body will follow. Diane said, I thank God for it because I would get a Charlie horse in my legs and he would need to take me to the emergency room. What's that all about?
What you doing, Diane? What's causing the Charlie
said,
horse, girl?
Tempia said her hubby said we make ourselves too available as what men need a challenge. So Tempia's husband said women make themselves too available and men need a challenge.
I 100% agree with your husband, Tempia. I feel like, and even if you, now that's the one thing I feel like you should make a conscious effort for. Don't answer the phone every time that nigga call. Make a conscious effort for that. Don't be so available. You busy.
Brown Sugar's in here. She said, hello,
hey,
ladies.
Brown Sugar.
Love the decor, outfit, and vibes.
Thank you.
Let's do the...
What's this?
That's just like, you're feeling
the snaps? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Lonzo is
hey,
in
Lonzo.
here. Tahir said, agree with Babe. Tahir, what? Take your personal stuff home, girl.
Because who you talking to?
Exactly. Who? Then she using air quotes and all that. Okay, so moving on to our next question. Oh, she agreed with Tempia.
Oh.
Okay.
Tempia's babe.
Do you like to feel in control during intimacy, or do you prefer your partner to take control?
Okay, first of all, bitch, why you keep saying intimacy?
Because I don't want to overly use the word sex. That is I wrote these questions.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to write you know what I'm saying?
No.
I want to write professional questions. I don't want to
Why? This is not a professional setting.
That's just how I feel. I don't
go ahead.
Overly use the word.
Go ahead with intimacy.
This is more from a psychological approach. Mm-hmm. Anyway, do you like to feel in control during intimacy, or do you prefer for your partner to take control?
I don't want to be in control in the bedroom. Mm-hmm. Most of the time.
I can't wear lashes and shit.
90% of the time.
This ain't funny.
90% of the time, I don't want to be in control. I want to see what you gonna do. What was the second part of that?
The second part of that is, do you prefer a sexual partner to be gentle or extra vigorous? Like, off the hook.
It's got to be a mixture. Mm-hmm. You're not going to just ram me all motherfucking night. Gentle. That's number one. Please number two, don't take no gas station pill or none of that shit with me, because we not doing it 4 and 5 and 6 hours.
I ain't trying to feel like silly off color.
Yeah, we not doing that.
Not on me.
Yeah, for 5 and 6 hours. So don't leave them gas station pills and shit at home. And it's going to be a mixture of the soft and hard. It's going to be a mixture of the soft and hard.
Okie doke. So in the comments,
but drunk after the club, it's gonna be hard.
Okay, I got it, Tempia. She talking about you, babe. Okay, she said B word. I'm talking about Tempia. You about to get blocked and you don't even know. Okay, Brown Sugar said both ways depends. Want him in control often though. Lonzo said he likes taking control in his situation.
Absolutely.
Tempia said she likes both. Remember, Tempia's married. Tia White said she likes both. Helena said no drinking today. What's up with that water?
Because I'm drinking later to...
y'all want Tone to get drunk? Y'all want her to act the fool?
You want me to be litty?
Okay, so here say, take control of me, sir, please. However, different times may require both of them. Then it said, just bring a friend. Bye, Dennis. You ain't doing no threesome.
So Phyllis can slit her throat.
Simone said, I agree. A mixture, but morning quickies are everything.
Yeah.
Lauren said, it depends on the day. I love being in control, to seduce him, control him, his mind, and take full control. But then it's days I need him to nail me to the motherfucking cross. Now, Lauren, your husband is an older guy. How much older is your husband than you? Because I feel like all of that is important when, people are making their statements.
You think that matters?
Yes, I do.
Why do you think it matters?
Because I feel like if her husband is older, I feel like that may be a part of their dynamic. Her taking control in the bedroom.
And do you feel like it's different stages in life?
Yes, because if he was older but she was younger, you know what I'm saying? If she was 20 and he was 30, then he would take control. But if she's 40 and he's 60, I feel like she would take control. Cherie, we've been looking for you, sweet.
For real?
Yes. Cherie has entered. We just now mentioned you,
Cherie, hello. Yes, girl, we was looking for you in the last question.
Okay. Diane said, if I had a sexual intimate relationship, I would love for my man to be in control. Not too vigorous, though. I agree. Authentic love making. And Diane is a woman of a particular age.
Love making.
And
yes, she is.
So, okay, Diane, not to be too much in your business, but this is our little romance night. You're, mid-60s? Do you still desire a man, and do you still desire sex? And if you do you desire it frequently? And are you open to toys? Okay, me personally, I like for somebody to be in control.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still very much a bashful schoolgirl novice type, so I like the man to be in control. Oh, totally.
Okay.
And,
every time.
for the most part, like I give orders and direction for sure.
But you want him to
because y'all know I'm a
take the lead.
Virgo, yeah. But I definitely want him to take the lead,
Okay.
and teach me, and all of that.
Now
and,
I'm supposed to teach me.
And as far as like gentle and vigorous, I like gentle most of the time, but I will take vigorous, from time to time.
You like gentle most of the time.
Yes.
Did that change the older you got?
No.
Because I was about to ask this question. In your 20s is
Yeah,
all
I got
day.
time for that.
But in your 20s you had time, girl. That's all you thought was the shit. And then when you got in but is it an age thing or is it a more sexual partner thing? Because when you get to your 30s, you cool with the.
I think everything is based on your sexual partner.
You think it's based on the partner?
Yes.
not age.
Whoever the partner is
Bring it out of
everything
you.
will change based off of that.
I agree.
Okay.
I think it got something to do with age too. Though.
Okay, Lauren said her husband is 30 years older than her,
Ooh.
but he's still in full control. We've been together for 16 years. So he's pushing 70. So I can see why she be in that acting a fool in that bedroom. Okay,
Not acting a fool.
Sharnae has answered.
Hey, Sharnae.
Now, Sharnae ain't been on here since back over Galo years.
Wow.
She ain't been on here for like 2 years.
Welcome back, girl.
Hi, Nay. The topic is Nay, hold up, because Nay be a little, wow. So let me read it again. Like to feel in control during intimacy, or do you prefer your partner to take control? And do you prefer your sexual partner to be gentle or extra vigorous? Nay, how do you feel about that?
I'm trying to think of a situation where gentle would be the shit.
It could be like Brown Sugar said, a morning quickie type of situation. Ease up behind you. It don't have to be always.
That wouldn't be vigorous. Yeah. Okay, I'll go with that.
Tiffany said, I'm 54, he's 59. He's in control first, LOL. They said yes, toys. Diane said she's 64 years young and she missed love and being in love. So basically, Diane saying she wants some penis. That's what I got out of that. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No.
We all grown.
She might get penis, but don't get love.
And Cherie said, yes, teach her. If you the man, teach me.
I agree.
They said no 30s. Her 30s was a blast. Now 40s, it's the partner. Nay, who you with? Send me that.
My 30s.
Inbox me that, because the last thing I knew was whoever door you kicked in. But anyway.
No, bitch, fuck that. Let's hear about the door you kicked in, girl. Put that in the comments.
No, she been told us that.
On the show?
I don't know. I can't remember. But
girl.
She kicked somebody doing.
I love it.
Nate said you look pretty, Tone.
Thank you.
Jennifer said I'm funny. Jennifer said I want him to be quick. Why? Why, Jennifer?
Jennifer, why?
You feel like, color purple, just get him up off me?
Okay, but does that matter about the sex? I think that's more of a sexual partner thing, though.
Yeah.
If you really don't like what he doing, then let's just get this over with.
Okay, moving on along to our next question. Okay. Do you believe in the existence of soulmates? Did we say that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, do you believe in the existence of soulmates? A soulmate is someone who stirs your soul when you meet them, like a kindred spirit. There is an intensely deep connection that seems to supersede linear time. Do you believe in soulmates?
I 100% believe in soulmates, and I believe that it's indescribable. I feel like it's not, you can't even pinpoint why this person is your person, but you just know in your soul that this person is your person. We ain't talk about the nigga you met on the bus, and after 2 weeks you think you go with him. We talk about like a real, like you said, a connection, a very deep connection.
Yeah.
I feel like there is soulmates out here. I feel like there is people, just like how people meet in 5 days and get married and stay married 40 years. Just like how people are miserable in the first marriage. They either leave their wife, cheat on their wife, and they stay with that next person until they die. That's who they meant to be with. So I definitely believe in soulmates.
Yeah, and on the part where it says like your soulmate, supersedes linear time. Sometimes, if you meet somebody, you be like, it seems like we already knew each other. Yeah. Or, we have so many similarities and this, that, and the third. That kind of is what encompasses a soulmate.
And I feel like that's definitely a soulmate trait, if you will. Like, if you feel like you could just talk to this person about anything and you just met, that has to be something there. You know what I mean?
Jennifer said a soulmate is a dream come true.
Yes. That's the same.
Okay, Nate said it's still the same guy after the door got kicked in.
Oh, well, goddamn, he took you back? Oh, he learned how to stop playing
yes,
with you.
It has to be a connection. Nate said, I wish I found my soulmate. Every time I do, I find out other stuff. That ain't, you can't have,
ain't your soulmate
I feel
then.
like you can only have one soulmate in life.
Yep.
I do believe in soulmates, and it's unfortunate that we don't always end up with that person.
Yeah.
It's always a longing for that person. Tempia said, yes, we spoke for 3 weeks before we saw each other. Sort of like a blind date. We connected, and I felt like he was my soulmate the first year. She's talking about with her husband.
Yeah. Okay, Tempia. You knew, girl. You knew.
I definitely believe in like soulmates, and just like we were saying earlier with like lust, love, all of that, your mind gets confused a lot of times. Your mind plays tricks on you, and sometimes you think you got a soulmate and you don't, or whatever the case may be. But I feel like there definitely is a such thing as soulmates.
Do you feel like people overlook their soulmates?
Like I feel like your soulmate can be overlooked, especially
because of that list.
Yeah, because especially you're chasing something else, or you're stuck somewhere, or whatever the case may be. And that's why I feel like it's so important to live your life the way you want to live it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you got to go chasing nobody. And I do believe that what is meant to be, will be. But at the same token, you could be stuck somewhere and your soulmate is like right around the corner.
In a bullshit ass relationship you won't let go of.
Yeah.
And your soulmate walking past you at the grocery store. Like, let that go, girl. Let it go, dude. Let it go.
Okay. What are your top 3 things on your romantic bucket list?
Wow, I don't really have one. I'm listening. I am really a go with the flow type of person in the relationship. Like, seriously go with the flow. I want to be surprised. I want to be dazzled. Mm-hmm. I mean, I want you to come up with the stuff. So I really don't think about this stuff. I would say.
So there's nothing that you've ever felt like, oh my God, I would really want to do this with my mate. Hey, Tia A.
Hey, Tia. Only thing I can think of is, of course, my vacation.
That's something that you really want to do.
That's it. Okay. I want to know y'all already know that. I want to know what it's like to. Oh, we supposed to say intimacy. I wonder what it's like to intimate this dude in the pool
have
or
sex
something.
On a vacation, or to just go on a vacation overall.
I'm just gonna say fuck. I want to know how to fuck in the pool and on the vacation. I want to know how you do that. Everybody say that's all you do. When I asked y'all what about a vacation, because I'm always on a vacation with family or friends and not a dude, y'all all say all you do is have sex and eat all day. That's what I want to do. I want to do that.
Or get ate. But anyway.
Okay.
So, okay, I feel like one of mine is skydiving.
Okay.
That's something I really want to do. I want to go skydiving. Yes, I'm very scared.
But you want to do it with a mate?
Yeah. Okay. That's where I want to definitely go skydiving.
That's a good one.
Tempia said pool sex is fun, LOL.
Girl, I'm trying to find out what that's like.
Tempia said beach sex. I turned it down before in Cancun, LOL. She was scared as fuck. I would definitely love to fuck on the beach. Wait, have I?
Add that to my list too.
I think I've done sexual acts on the beach, but not the whole full, thing.
But do it got to be with somebody you love or just anybody?
It just said 3 things on your romantic bucket list.
So what's romance? If you just sleeping with somebody,
that could be. Everybody's not going to be in a relationship. Everybody ain't in a relationship. So romantic could be like just your sneaky link, who you're screwing. Some people just go with people on vacations. Whatever you choose.
But are you trying to get romantic with somebody you not trying to be in a relationship with?
People do that all the time, Tom.
Oh.
You did it. What are you talking about?
When?
You ain't never get romantic with Spliff Star?
We was in a relationship. Why do you keep saying that?
I never knew y'all was.
Yes, you did. Now you're playing. To her, are you still in the comments, girl? Y'all knew we was in a relationship.
I mean, I knew y'all was messing with each other.
No, we were in a relationship until I'll tell you okay.
Okay, I knew y'all was messing with each other. I'm not trying to be funny.
Well, yeah, no, we was all in. We were locked in. We were in a relationship.
Okay, so her say she's still on here. Anyway,
to her. So did you know I was in a relationship?
So
well,
so anywho,
But that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, when you want, if you're just sleeping with somebody, do you really want to? I think that's when you get to playing mind games and
Tahir gonna straddle the whole fence.
What Tahir say?
They was together. Tahir
baby.
Tahir gonna take up for us. Tahir knows. Tahir take up for any of us at any time. At all times.
Tahir's a support system, girl.
At all times. I already knew what Tahir was gonna say.
But I feel like that's playing games. You don't feel like that's playing games? If I just want to sleep with you, why am I taking you on vacation? Why am I trying to be romantic?
Some people do that. Especially,
so when you think I go with you to don't sleep, busting out crying.
Especially somebody that don't really want strings attached. You know what I'm saying? But they want to have a nice time. So they go out to dinner, they might go on a trip or anything.
Okay, the vacations I understand. But why would I try to do something, have a romantic gesture with you when I just wanted to be strictly sex and I don't want you getting the wrong idea?
I mean, that if y'all don't have that understanding, fine. But some people really have that understanding.
This is how you get your windows bust out.
Where they do stuff like that. Okay, Jawanda has entered.
Hey, Jawanda.
Hello, Jawanda.
I seen the daughters in Vegas. They look super cute.
Okay, Brown Sugar said this kind of corny. A picnic on the back of a pickup truck somewhere under the stars. That's beautiful.
That don't sound corny.
And I can see you doing it because you're such a creative person. That does not sound corny. When you make that TikTok, let us know because I definitely could see you doing that.
Yeah, do
That's super cute. Mm-hmm. Let me see what else.
Y'all love to date these motherfuckers y'all ain't with.
Going to see Stokely. I did that. I did that with all my pieces. All of them. They know they got to get introduced to my real man. So going to see Stokely or Mint Condition, that has to happen always. And I've done it with everyone I've dealt with.
She has. We've seen them like
and they've actually gotten jealous when they found out you took him to see Stokely. Hell yeah.
That you got approached.
Yeah.
So they know that's your go-to.
Yeah.
So if
I say Stokely, that means
you somebody.
That means I really care.
You on the list.
Yeah. What's your favorite love song?
Damn. You go first.
Well, I have more than one.
Me too.
But a song that comes to my mind first and foremost that I feel like the song from start to finish, just like hearing the song, if you feel that way about a person, then that's like the most highest form of feeling in love with a person. For Real by Amel LaRue.
I knew you was going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
Now, y'all know how I feel about Teena Marie. Y'all know how I feel about Teena Marie. They got Did Lover. They got Portuguese Love. Mm-hmm. They got all... She done wrote all of those. Mm-hmm. And Fire and Desire on all of those. But no lyrics compared to the lyrics in the song For Real by Amel LaRue.
I agree. That she did hit home with that one. I got like 50 of them. But my top 3 is going to be... Insatiable by Prince, 1+1 by Beyonce, because you knew she was going to be on
Never
my
heard
list.
of it.
Because, girl, you not a fan.
Never heard of it.
Because you're not a fan.
Will, where the hell you been?
Proctor?
Mm-hmm.
Where you been? In the group chat, showing his ass in the family group chat.
We ain't seen
trying to
Will
put people out.
about a month.
Yeah, of course he would show up on the sex show. Mm-hmm. And number 3 would be a Busted Wide Open or one of them rap songs. It might get you going.
Brown Sugar said Luther Vandross and Cheryl Lynn, If This World Were Mine.
Yes.
My top love song, Adored by Prince.
Yeah, okay, that's a good one too.
Tahir said we ran For Real into the ground. When I say, I
still do.
I think Sue had to be like 7. And we knew all the words by day 2 of it coming out. Like, I love that song. Okay, Tempia said, Love Is Mine by Natalie Cole. Never heard of it. I'm going to play that tonight, Tempia.
Tempia, you took it far back, girl.
Will dumbass said One on One by Essence. Will is annoying. Lauren said Someone to Love, Judy by Al Green, Greatest Sex, R. Kelly, Adore.
Greatest Inspiration by Teddy Pendergrass. I love that one. That's a good wedding song.
Takia Shire is in here.
Hey, Takia.
Takia said Luther Vandross, Wait for Love. And Tia A said Love by Music Soul Child.
Oh, you ain't picking up by Jerry Osborne or one of them bitches?
Jeffrey Osborne?
I always say Jerry because she get mad and be like, it's Jeffrey, bitch.
So her said Alexander O'Neal. Alexander O'Neal to her? What song by Alexander?
Yeah, which one is that? I mean, which one song you like?
Okay, William Proctor said Deja Vu by Teena Marie. Rick James wrote that in 1979. Y'all know. I'm sorry, y'all know I'm a
This
Teena
bitch
Marie
always gotta give us the cliff notes.
fanatic, but Rick James put his foot into those lyrics. But
Fighting Jar is a good one.
yeah, Deja Vu is not a love song, Will, but thank you. Sharice,
It might be for him.
Sharice said Love Ballad by Jeffrey Osborne. What a difference.
Oh yes.
A true love.
Excuse me.
That.
You know what was my favorite one back in the day? Suddenly by Billy Ocean.
Oh, God.
Life has new
Your ass need to be on Everybody Hates Chris or
Girl,
something.
no, that was the shit. I used to cry. I used to cry like shit when Nina played that.
Okay, Lakeisha said
Hey, Nikki.
Angel by Anita Baker, and she said You Give Good Love by Whitney Houston.
We knew Whitney was
Tia
gonna be on your
Anderson
list.
said Fuck Off to That Street.
I already knew.
Lauren said the greatest song by Luther is Make Me a Believer. Sunshine by Alexander O'Neal. Sunshine is beautiful. That's hands down. One of my top 25 is You by Jesse Powell. But we not going to go down this rabbit hole. But
Shantae Moore,
rest in peace, Jesse.
I forgot he died. Rest in peace.
Bilal, Little One, to hear. And
I like some of Bilal's
Brown
stuff.
Sugar said yes, Billy Ocean.
See? Okay. See, Brown Sugar, I knew he was
said she just had so many.
Me too.
Okay. And
Anything by Jodeci?
Lakeisha said anything by Darnell Jones.
The whole first album.
Okay.
Penny drop.
If y'all want to continue to drop y'all favorite love songs in the comments, please
Drop.
feel free to do so.
And in the comments,
say if I'm with one of my hoes, World's Biggest D by NWA. I can hit that word for word. The whole MC Ren.
He can't. Y'all drop y'all.
Melody Montoya is in here.
Hey, Melody.
And
y'all drop y'all panty dropping songs.
Yes, please,
in the comments.
Because I'm gonna use these for later projects.
Okay.
All the songs different people come up with. You're My Music by Brian Culberson.
Never heard of
Brown
that.
Sugar. Yeah.
I gotta look that one up. Brown Sugar.
Okay, so the next question is. Someone saying I love you versus saying love you.
I've been wanting you to put this on there.
Yeah, or love ya. Tone been asking it just kept getting like
pushed back. Yeah.
So I felt like tonight was the perfect night to bring it up.
Absolutely. I don't know I don't see the big deal.
Okay. Saying I love you versus saying love ya or love you. I feel that people are just uncomfortable with saying the words I love you. I feel that they kind of like hide behind it by saying love ya, because I'll see somebody write a nice post or something, it might be to like a girlfriend, not a girlfriend as in a mate, but a girlfriend as in a best friend, but at the end they'll say something and at the end it'll say love ya. I just feel like people feel that I love you, it's just a fear of saying it. And I feel like it's a big difference. I feel like I want to hear you say the I want to hear you say I love you. And
okay.
And in a relationship is definitely important. Saying it to your kids is definitely important. I love you. You're making it, personable or whatever. That's my take on it.
I feel like there's a big difference between I love you. Well, okay, I love you and love you are the same to me. Love ya is different. I can say that to somebody in the mall and I don't even know this person. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love you for that. Like, I think that's just more of an expression than I wouldn't say that to somebody that I'm trying to say I love you to. Now, I love you and love you, I don't see the difference. Like, I don't get the difference in that. Even with your explanation, it's more of an acknowledgement. It's more that you're saying it to me. But bitch, if I'm looking at you and I'm saying love you, I'm saying it to you. You know that. So I don't really see a difference in that. Do y'all see a difference in I love you and love you? Do you get offended when somebody say love you versus I love you?
Okay, let's read some of the questions.
I don't get offended.
Some of the comments. Tahir said, I say it all the time to people, I love you, I love you. Will said, when I say I love you, ho, they know I really mean it.
He's getting blocked at 8:01.
And then Tahir said, that burns me up. Love you, love ya. Either you love me or not.
Okay, Tahir, why do you feel unloved because they left the I off?
Elise is in here. Harrison is
hey,
in
Elise.
here.
Hey, Harrison.
Harrison Winston. So yeah.
So why do you feel like it's? Do you feel less love when they take the I off? Do you feel like they don't mean it?
Tempia, do you feel like I love you and love you? Do you feel like those give you? Okay, Tempia says she says love you. She said I love you. It's too long. The I too long. I is one small thing.
I
it doesn't, but I feel like it's not really personable, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the I just makes it more personable and really real. Tank is in here.
Hey, Tank.
Tank is beefing with me and you. So,
Damn.
yeah.
I had just got off the list.
I'm just glad he's in here tonight.
Welcome.
Daryl is somewhere out. He said, "Oh my God, I'm out. I wish I could hear y'all to join."
Oh, hey, Daryl. But you can catch it on our YouTube channel on Valentine's Day, Tuesday. Is it Valentine's Day? Yeah, Tuesday. It will drop on Tuesday.
Tempia said, "Love that. I get that." Harrison said, "You are supposed to love everyone now. Being in love is something totally different." Harrison, the question is, is there a difference between saying to someone, "I love you," and just love you?
Or love you.
Yeah, or love you. If you are talking to your wife, your girlfriend, your kids, your mother, do you use the words, "I love you, Mom"? Or do you say, "Love you, Mom"? Or you know, to whoever. What do you use, Harrison? And Harrison, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm calling you Harrison.
Even my mother say love you. She say love you to the moon and back and stars and all. She say all this shit, but she never put the I on.
She sent me a whole paragraph
about how she love you.
Yes.
My mother loves us.
Tank said, "The hell with both of y'all," but hey.
Tank,
hello, Robert.
You have got to. It's 2023.
Cherie said, "I love you" to me means more than love you.
Why? That's what
why, Cherie?
You say it's not personable, but why?
Tahir said, "I can't explain it. Just love you and I love you, or love you is different for me."
Okay, so Tahir don't know why.
Her saying love you unless it's in the midst of something, then I love you. In the midst of something like what?
Yeah,
I'm confused with that.
Why y'all?
But he just say love you. But I
don't see the difference. Y'all not explaining it very well for me to be convinced of anything else.
Yeah, I see a huge difference.
I mean, I get what you're saying. It's more personable for you, so that's a personal preference for you. But do y'all see it as like disrespect?
I don't see it as disrespect, but I definitely don't think it could possibly mean the same meaning to people. But I feel that people subconsciously, not fear saying the I part, but I feel like the I, like Cherie said, it carries more weight. And I just feel like people aren't forward enough to say it.
So what's wrong with that? What's wrong with hiding behind? If you're not insecure, but if you are not,
it's nothing wrong with it. I just don't like it. So
no, but I'm saying
if you say I love you,
if you're dating somebody that is not overly emotional or not emotional at all, and you know what it took for them to even say love you, that doesn't give them more weight than putting like if it's a person that you know. It really took them some time and some real thought and courage to say love you.
Tracy
for the first. Oh yeah, for the first time.
Of course, I'm not going to hold that against them.
Not hold it against
forever,
them, but you wouldn't feel like that meant more than I love you.
I wouldn't think it meant more, and I would not like turn them down for saying it.
No, of course
not.
But
ultimately, I would say like, why do you say that? Or I would try to delve into it. I would ask them. So if anybody says love you versus I love you, if anybody feels there's no difference, if anybody feels there is a difference, please feel free to chime in. The next thing is, what are some intangible sexual acts? What are some things
that's intangible?
Yeah, you talking on the phone and you're fake having sex, but you're not touching each other. You know what I'm saying? Like that's. I
mean, yeah. Oh, I see. I was going the emotional route. I mean, not emotional, but like connecting route. If we having phone sex, it's still a connection there. But I get what you're saying.
Okay. Lauren said webcam sex. Mm-hmm. Tahir said definitely phone sex. Sue said lost me again. Bye. Toodles.
Don't do my boo like that.
Lakeisha said cooking in the nude.
That's a good one.
Brown Sugar said sexting. Tempia said sexting.
Mm-hmm.
This
a photo shoot. I've done that.
Okay, but yeah, so the intangible sex acts: sexting, cooking nude, phone sex, webcam sex,
photo shoots,
walking around nude, enticing. Okay, Tempia.
That is a good one.
Naked messages.
Is that
especially when you're empty nesters like Tempia and her husband?
Do you feel like that's a necessity?
To her say nude massages and dances. She's so sneaky.
Dances, bitch, for real.
Okay,
I must see you rolling around. Never mind.
Okay,
we'll talk about it later, girl.
Lauren said she's done a photo shoot and erotic dancing. Okay, yeah. And Lakeisha said back and forth voice messages.
Me too, boo. And it came out real good.
back and forth voice messages.
Do y'all feel like that's necessary in a relationship? Not necessarily a marriage or a boyfriend,
exchanging
girlfriend.
music,
Just
which I love. Lakeisha said that.
That's a good one. That's a good one, Creasa. And do you feel like that's necessary even if you're not in a committed relationship?
What?
Intangible connection.
No. I feel like Bernard Brooks, aka the P Double,
Hey,
is in
Pee-wee.
here. DC's finest.
All right.
Okay, I don't think so. I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, do what you want. But I feel like as you get older, watch yourself when you do any of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Why, it would give the wrong idea?
I don't think that it would give the wrong idea, but I think that if you're not in a serious relationship with somebody, they shouldn't be privy to certain parts of you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, Keisha said I'm a bitch for that.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Elise said sexting, putting on lingerie, on dancing for them, etc. Oh, so all y'all some dancers now. All y'all some Dre Kellys and some vanities. I need to see this.
Okay.
Put these in y'all story on Valentine's Day.
Definitely gonna lap dance or two or three.
Put these in y'all story on Valentine's
Teena,
Day.
you have never done a lap dance?
No.
Girl.
No.
What you waiting on? Well,
my knees bad.
But you used to could dance.
My knees bad.
Yeah, you got.
Give me one with. I could do a walker lap dance. Give me that walker. If I can hold on to it and sit on you, I'm Gucci.
That's when you just get the chair and do a lot of chair tricks.
Okay, but yes,
I think that's totally different though.
So I do think that if you are, and I feel like just like I said, as you grow, you don't have. Everybody doesn't have to feel that way. If you want to pop your PUSSY open and send it out to whoever, that's your prerogative. But I feel like if you're not serious or halfway serious with someone, I feel like they shouldn't get that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like the total opposite.
Yeah,
I feel like that's the people that
Trish.
Hey Trish. Take Trish?
Yes.
Hey Trish. I feel the total opposite. I feel like those are the people that should get it. If I'm in just a strictly sexual relationship with a person, those are motherfuckers that's gonna get the news and the pussy.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, a sexual relationship. We ain't
just
real,
like a sneaky link? No.
That's the person that's gonna get it from me
because I feel like that person could later on it could come back to haunt you with that person.
First of all, the most people that expose you is your old nigga, not your sneaky link. The dude that said he loved you. That's the nigga that's putting your news online.
I feel like the sneaky link put it in the group chat just like we do the group chat.
I mean,
we put people we ain't serious about. We put them in the group chat and clown them.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? But the person that you're really messing with, you're not gonna put. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like you gotta watch yourself with that. I
feel like I'm not gonna worry about that because at the end of the day. Y'all know some shit y'all shouldn't be privy to. I think that's in any relationship.
Of course.
So I'm not going to spend my time worried about whether he going to put my news in the group chat. Bitch, it's on and popping for today. Tomorrow, put that shit in the group chat. I mean, you definitely should do it in your relationship. That goes without saying. But I'm saying for the raunchy shit, the nigga I'm just sleeping with, that's who going to get that.
Brown Sugar said yes, necessary in a committed relationship, not in a committed, absolutely not.
I'm doing it, y'all.
Lauren said I've been dancing since my husband met me. That's how I got him. LOL.
Period.
Trish said, hey y'all, what's the topic? I love slow dances. We talking about non-physical sex acts, Trish.
So like sexting, dances, dressing up in lingerie, all that type of stuff. Phone sex.
Elise said, I do dance for him in a little of the teasing. Lakeisha said, I hope my body looks good in their chat. I know mine do, so I never worried about that.
And I'm cool with mine, so I know it's going to be giving. I take great pictures.
Good, not hood, LOL. Oh, you said good? What you say, Brown Sugar? Good. Brown Sugar said sneaky link talking, your boo not telling the good deets.
That you think he not. And but what I'm saying is you run that risk with if you could break up with your boo tomorrow, he still know all your shit.
I agree with that too, or whatever.
And you got some petty niggas out here.
But I still believe that. And again,
and I done had some sneaky links that ain't never told my shit.
Bernard, I'm sorry, people. I'm calling you by your government.
I was about to say, why you keep saying Bernard?
It's these eyelashes. It said, you just effing, yes, send him all the pussy and ass shots. That's the purpose of the relationship.
Absolutely. That's why I'm at 10.
I'm totally.
It goes without saying, your dude gonna get all of that. he gonna get even more than what you getting. The person you just sleeping with gonna get. But if we got a sexual relationship, strictly sex, bitch, that's who those are for.
Okay. Sexual wellness, is this a taboo topic, or are you comfortable with discussing this in romantic relationships? And sexual wellness is just anything that has to do with sex. You might, like, I think, was it last week or so we talked about, you might talk about STDs, going to the clinic. You might talk about
eating ass.
You might talk about bacterial vaginosis. You might talk about, hey, I want to explore different aspects of sex. Hey, I want a different sex partner. Hey, I don't like it when you do this sexually. I don't like it. Anything that is like your sexual, like, that makes you happy and comfortable sexually, are you comfortable with discussing those types of things with your mate? Because a lot of times people keep their mouth closed. A lot of times people won't say anything. You might vent to your sister, your girlfriend. You might shut down. Remember we talked about last week where something's going on and y'all not having sex anymore? It might be because something is hurting you, or something that he did reminded you of past trauma. There's a lot of things. Are you comfortable with having sexual wellness talk with your mate?
I 100%. You ain't even gotta be my mate. You just, well, the person I'm sleeping with.
Damn, Tona.
Yeah. If we're sleeping together, I have no problem talking to you about what's going on in the bedroom and what we need and what we don't need. I feel like that is a very important discussion to have even before you start having sex, because you need to establish boundaries. Don't come into the bedroom thinking I'm eating ass and all that and you tooted up in my motherfucking face. Don't do none of that. So, yeah, we're going to have a discussion. But I feel like all of that should be handled in the get to know you section before we even hook up, meet up, any of that. I feel like those conversations need to be had there. Now, that's different from every time I talk to you, all you're talking about is sex. That's a totally different conversation than what you want to do to me every single time we talk. It's a healthy way of doing that. So, yeah, you should definitely have that.
Okay, Brown Sugar said very comfortable talking about it. Gotta communicate.
How you feel uncomfortable talking about it, but you don't feel uncomfortable doing it?
That women do that a lot.
I know.
And men a lot.
Men?
A lot.
Now, I didn't think of
men don't even know. Some of the men don't even know what words to say or how to get started saying something that's a real adult conversation based off of, you know, how a woman feels or what's going on in a woman's life and body. Not just, hey, let's go fuck. Not that type of language. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean for him. Do you think men have that conversation? Listen, this is what I like in the bedroom. This is what I want to do.
No,
I know women do it.
I feel like some men do if you're that type of guy, but I feel like some men will just keep shut, get it elsewhere, whatever. Lakeisha said sometimes she don't want to hurt their feelings though. I feel like sometimes you gotta hurt feelings, and sometimes people's feelings won't get hurt. They might want to know, okay, if something's going on or something's wrong, tell me. But don't like pretend and then, you know.
I was about to say, it's all in how you do it. You don't have to hurt their feelings to get your point across. It could be a real conversation where we both have an understanding and we know what the fuck's going on. You don't gotta hurt their feelings. Now, when you get into the section where, well, I feel like if it's an uncontrollable problem, keep your mouth shut. It's nothing that they can change. It does nothing to bring it up. You know, if he has a small dick, she got loose walls. If he can't hold on to more than 30 seconds, like all those things, yeah, that could be helped. But obviously, if he a grown ass man and he didn't take it upon himself to go get it done, then obviously it's not a problem for him. Situations like that, I don't bring up because you just will never hear from me again. Those are things you can't control. You can't help how big your dick is.
Brown Sugar says some men and women don't know all the actual names of women's vaginal area. Tia said
at our age.
Tia said you can hurt. Some people still refer to a vagina as a vagina. So yes, at our age, at our big ass age, yes. Tia said you can hurt their feelings when you say your shit is too small and your sex is some trash. You can, but there's a way to say everything that is not coming out, you know, to be like going for the jugular.
And everything was trash. Maybe just one aspect of it was trash. And focus on that.
Yes, at our big age is Brown Sugar. PB said, oh damn, I'm sorry. Have to be careful what I say on here. I love but I love you. I love you. If I'm in a relationship, tell my mate, is that good enough? Pee-wee, I mean, you don't.
Oh, he said, instead of female. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just personally don't like that, and I can't just sit there and let it go. But yeah,
Yes.
but you're fine. But just refer to a lady as a woman or a lady, not a female. Jermaine said, "What's y'all topics on here?"
Hey, Jermaine.
What's the question tonight?
The question, this one, last one. Should you have the difficult conversations with?
Not even difficult. It's sexual wellness. That's what it's about. And it's whatever that is for you. It's going to be different for me than it is for Tone. It's going to be different from Tone than it is for John.
But do you feel like wellness is, we going to talk about positive stuff doing wellness?
It's just anything that mentally, sexually, emotionally that
is a requirement for you.
For you, or that, it could be, you may not ever even want to have sex, but you may want to do sex acts. It could be anything. That's your sexual wellness. You know what I'm saying?
That's definitely
Tia Anderson, Tia girl, LOL, what I just hollered at you. 2 letters, Tone Street, a B and the J. Whatever that means. That's
low job.
I guess. Lauren said you also have to teach your partner because everyone kink level and G spots are different.
Do you think for the kinky women and men, do y'all think that when you start out with a new person, they look at you sideways when you try to kinky? Or do you ease that into them? You don't, I know you ease it.
Don't eat ass on the first night.
I would say no. I would say you shouldn't eat ass on the first night.
If you're a lady.
I think so.
Men do anything on the first night.
I don't feel like anybody...
And they don't get looked at funny. But women do.
Yes.
That's a double standard. If a man does everything under the sun the first night, he's revered. If a woman does it... By the woman. Like, you're saying, like, he ate my ass. You think that's cute.
Oh.
I mean,
it's more of a clown than anything.
I wouldn't call you a clown.
Absolutely not. I
wouldn't call you a clown. Go for it, daddy.
No, I'm the person. I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying, do you know he ate my ass on the first night?
Yeah,
that's how I'm doing it.
I'm
not doing it, girl. He ate my ass on the first. I'm doing that
one, the other one. I'm doing the other one. Fuck out of here.
No,
but again, if a woman does any of that, then I feel like, from talking to men, they'll take it and they'll take all your kinkiness, but they also put you in a category at that point where they will take what you're going to give them, but they're not taking you seriously. They're not taking you seriously.
He do this to everybody.
Men be telling me stuff like that.
No, I believe that. I believe that.
Tia said, but are you going to stop him, Tone?
What?
If he's eating your ass.
No, hits my actual response. I'm gonna call these bitches and be like, he ate my ass on the first night.
Keisha said, I ain't stopping him. Jermaine said, don't eat ass the first night.
Please
the second night, then, Jermaine, you probably do it then.
How many days do you need before you eat ass?
He said we all are grown. Go with the flow. I feel like it's that, Jermaine. Go with the flow. If you just have a feeling, if you feel compelled that night, go for it. But if you don't, then don't.
Be ready for me to look at you sideways if you eat my ass on the first
okay, my
night.
husband didn't ease it on me. He did everything that I was, and she was shooketh. So, he went for the jugular off the break.
I think but you know what? I do feel like are certain people who just bring that out of you. Mm-hmm. There's a sexual chemistry there. I've done some shit on the first date that I ain't never done to nobody else before, and we both was cool with it.
Elise said she can't say too much in here because she don't want to hear it in here gagging.
To her is a whore.
I'm sorry. Tia said there's no time frame. If that's what you're feeling, do it.
I feel like there's a time frame for eating ass. Only eating ass.
Tone, but you said you wouldn't stop him, Jermaine.
I wouldn't.
Well, Julius.
That's his mouth.
Julius Frierson. Julius.
Hey, Julius.
Class of 93.
Okay, Julius Frierson, you got that name sounds fancy and famous.
Julius, we getting a 30-year reunion together. I'm working on that now, so stay tuned.
Sounds like a writer.
I would love for you to come.
Are you an author?
Hell no, he ain't no author.
Julius Frierson.
Yeah.
Sounds fancy.
Julius, he was quiet and sweet.
Okay, well,
Julius ain't never
quiet, sweet Julius.
Mm-hmm. So yes, Julius, you eating ass on the first date, baby?
Is there?
I'm sorry, this is first time it talks with Tone and Teena. You just got in here. I'm sorry for this kind of introduction, but let us know.
I'm not.
Are you eating ass on the first
Welcome.
date? And I know
Julius. So you say there's no.
And I know Julius looking like nerdy Japani and this, that, and the third. But are you eating ass on the first night?
She's no longer McKinley Tech Javon. Trust and believe that.
I know.
So you said you're not looking at the nigga ass. The one that's eating your ass on the first date. You're not looking at him sideways.
No,
you're not. You're gonna applaud him.
It depends on how he do.
You kissing him later?
Definitely not.
Are you doing anything else with him? So you are judging him then.
Okay, first and foremost,
cause you would kiss your nigga if he did it.
I'm not gonna kiss no. Well, I can't say that. I wouldn't kiss somebody on the first night. It's just a feeling, but I'm not kissing nobody once their mouth came from my dookie shoot.
You've had your ass eaten.
Mm-hmm.
You've kissed that person after.
I don't think so. I'm very much. I don't want shit. I don't know. I'm not doing it.
Well, let's hope shit is not involved.
I hope not, but ass eating involves the dookie shoot. Correct or wrong? Correct or not?
It does.
So, I mean, just
the visual.
Yeah, like or whatever. But you know, I'm not gonna kiss you.
What about anal? Is anal still a thing? People still have anal. Is anal for y'all?
And Lauren said y'all better be using dental dams. Jermaine said
no one's using dental
like
dams.
If girls give me head the first night, which has happened before, I didn't look at her sideways. I appreciated her.
I really think head, but Jermaine, head's a different thing.
Julius said he never will eat ass in his life. I said that too, Julius.
I'm with you, Julius.
I said that before too, babes.
I can't never say never, but I doubt it very seriously.
I will never eat ass.
Like
people that eat ass are literally full of shit, laughing my ass off.
No, I'm saying that I can't never say never because
I never.
No, but I'm saying if you're licking balls, like Tracy said the other day, if you're licking balls and your tongue accidentally go down there, you're eating ass.
Yeah.
But I don't want to ever consciously eat ass.
Cynthia said not often, but it is a huge treat. Lakeisha said laughing like shit at dental dams. I ain't heard that since the 8th grade.
Girl, where do you get those from still? That's so embarrassing.
And please do clean properly. Block my sister-in-law to her say because she eating ass and she standing on her tippy toes and licking ass and all of that.
He hunched over, baby. I told you that's you saying that the dookie shoot is that the shit and all of that, but my thing
Jermaine
is the
said
position.
He's definitely eating ass before it's fun.
For who? Oh, for both of y'all?
Men get super aroused by all types of kinky.
I think they get aroused by the woman's reaction to it. Is eating ass for everybody?
No, nothing is for everybody.
No, I'm saying, like you said, the pictures you wouldn't send to your sneaky link.
Uh-huh.
Would you eat ass with the sneaky? If you ate ass, would it be with your man or it could be with? First
of all, you would be hard pressed to ever see my tongue by somebody's ass.
Okay.
So it would have to be somebody that I really am in love with. I can't even just shake your hand and suck your dick. So I'm definitely not going to just shake your hand and lick your ass. So no.
Do you think those are different?
What?
Do you feel like
ass eating is the ultimate?
No, yeah. Jermaine said, if he got some mean head, he not looking at it no type of way. I feel like head is more like acceptable, not acceptable, but it's not taboo. It's not, yeah.
Head is the standard.
Yeah. So
that's the regular package.
So do you
eating ass is more like the deluxe.
That's the extra value meal, man.
Yes.
So you're not sucking dick on the first date?
No. But again, it's just a feeling. Like, no, every person you don't just and if you're kind of like trying to force me to do it, and first of all, you got to force somebody they don't want to do it. You're not giving them that connection.
If you have to ask, she don't want to.
Exactly. So yeah.
Have you ever sucked dick on the first date?
Something like that.
Okay. Did the person look? Do you feel like the person judged you or looked at you different?
No, because I still talk to them.
Okay,
it was on North Capitol Street.
Bitch, that bitch giving geographics. Longitude, latitude,
what they say? It was yes, I did. Yeah. Yes, it was on North Capitol under all surveillance cameras.
And yes, he's still calling her to this day. So obviously he liked it too.
Yes.
But do y'all feel the same? Is sex? Is oral sex? Well, oral sex and eating ass. Is that two different levels? Is that the extra value meal like Teena saying?
Okay, Julia said head is a part of sex. So that's like standard. That goes together. But ass eating is a whole nother level.
Yeah. But back in the day?
But there are so many men that they do that with the package too. Men, and I'm not going to say, I can't speak for a woman because I've never been with a woman, but some men, they will do everything. So some men, that's the standard. Ass eating as well.
Oh, and men, that's a sure sign. When you keep getting in people inboxes or the first thing you mention is you want to eat her out.
So most say that's the extra value meal. Eating ass.
Yes. But we all know
that's the $14.99 joint.
Would you agree?
What?
The first thing they say is, "I'm going to eat you. I'm going to do this. Is something wrong with the dick?"
I don't.
It's small. It can't get something going on.
That's not always the case. Some people really love doing all of that. So it's not always the case that it's something wrong. But historically, there has always been the thought of, because this was back in the day, if you were a fat guy, no shade, you had a small penis, so your best skill was pussy eating. You know what I'm saying? That was the stereotype.
In your history, have you found that the ones that come up to you first with the pussy eating, something going on with the dick?
In my old history, yes, but in my newer history, I feel like, a lot of people didn't, we used to look at sucking dick as taboo. And so did men. But I feel like now anything goes. So I feel like times have changed. So before, it used to be just the fat dudes. They wasn't really out here doing X, Y, and Z. But now all men are just a free-for-all. Yeah. Just like back in the day when we thought somebody sucked D, we ain't want to drink out of them. We looked at them when they wipe their mouth.
Girl, the corners.
Yeah, and now what are we doing out here? Gagging and tagging. Exactly.
We wipe the corners. I still look at you weird.
Lauren said that's a whole different level, but every man I've been with did it. Ate ass. Tia said, "Don't knock it till you try." Most times it's about watching the person get off. Tia has admitted to eating ass on the Talks with Tone and Teena show.
She didn't say that was her thing, but she said she does partake.
Okay. Don't send Tia no friend requests. I know how y'all minds work.
Because it's for her nigga.
Lamont says, "Zeus, here we come." Our show gonna be on Zeus. Lamont,
she is definitely against Zeus.
This is a special show and it's an adult conversation. If your ears or eyes can't take it, see yourself out.
I feel like everybody ears and eyes can take this one.
I mean,
y'all been waiting on this one.
This is a special show. We're gonna do a Black History show next Thursday, so please give us some grace, Jamal.
If that's the first thing you offer, that means you put your mouth on everybody.
That's true too. That's true.
No.
Elise said, I'm the 50 Shades of Grey freak since I've been with my newest babe.
Okay, girl. I love it. I love that for you.
And we have one more question.
All right.
Tonette has to go.
Because I have a party. I got to go with my men.
So our last question is, do you recognize when you aren't in a good match compatible? Do you recognize when you are not a good match / compatible for a potential mate? How do you proceed if you already are invested with that person? What makes for a good match? What do you feel like makes a good couple? What components make for a good couple or a good match?
I don't think, well, there are components, but I feel like it's more of a vibe.
To her, Zeus is the network that Natalie Nunn and Bad Girls Club. He's saying that we're sleazy. Our show is sleazy. That's what he's trying to say. But go ahead, Tone.
And it is, and it's okay. We like sleaze.
I'm not a fan of Zeus or sleaze per se, but this is a special edition of the show.
I like sleaze. I love it. I feel like it's a vibe, though. I feel like it's a vibe. It's not a set criteria or a list of things. It's just you know when you know, kind of. What's the second part of the question?
The second part was what makes two people a good match overall. What components need to be all there?
That's a vibe. But number one is communication. If you're not even gonna get past hello if y'all not even on the same page, communicating on the same page. If I'm in a different, especially stages at our age, when you're at so many different stages of your life, like literally, I don't know about y'all, but since I turned 40, like this year I could be doing this, and the next year I could be on a whole nother level. Like I ain't even trying to do nothing I did last year. So I feel like you got to catch that person in their season, and it could work out.
Julia said communication, vibe, the level of maturity. Tempe said vibe is a definite. Tempe said chemistry, history of family values, keeping your space is
family values, yeah.
Lauren said, I think you can tell early on.
Do you know what, Tempe? Most people don't think about that. Most people don't. They're dating the person. They don't think about where they came from.
I think
who
about
they got
that
to deal
because
with.
I know about trauma and how that affects how a person works. And a lot of times, like, or some people are kind of secretive in the beginning and they don't tell you their history at first. So like character, trauma, past issues, that plays a big part in how the person's going to be. Even if they're not a bad person, they might not communicate well, they might hold back, they might be afraid of certain things just because of how they were raised. So upbringing plays a very important role.
But most people don't think about that one. That's a good one, Tempe.
Elise said communication is the important key.
That's the most important. If I can't talk to you, we ain't got shit.
But we have to go. So we won't be back until next Thursday. Next Thursday, we're doing a Black History special.
Yes,
and we're going to have a lot of great Black History questions. We're going to have a lot of great Black History, just everything Black History from our inception to now. If you have any questions, or I might bring out my son's Wilt Chamberlain project. If you have any questions, if you have anything that you would like for us to discuss regarding Black History, if you have anything Black History that you sell or make and you would like for us to show it, please feel free to reach out to us.
You can plug your Black business in the comments as well. And make sure that you have on your Black History shit when you watching the motherfucking live. We're going to be pro-Black up in here on the 16th. So make sure you tune in. This show will drop on our YouTube channel. If you miss any part, absolutely, girl. Have that energy on the 16th. If you missed any portion of this show, you can catch it on Valentine's Day on our YouTube channel with Talks with Tony and Teena. And make sure you check out our questions. We have questions all the time on our page.
Lauren said we want some wine. Lauren, if you want us to have wine on that episode,
and we will definitely plug it, girl. A Black business, we love that. And you know how I like to drink.
Yeah, so, okay.
But thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next Thursday.
Don't do nothing I want to do. Don't get pregnant on the 14th.
Do it all. Y'all getting pregnant at 50?